So, I'm gonna tell you guys what really inspired me to do music, what got me started in this rap game, hip hop culture. I went to the fight back in '96. It was a famous fight. It was Mike Tyson was fighting Bruce Seldon. Knocked him out, bleed the first round. We were sitting not too far from ringside seats, damn near ringside seats. Could have got ringside seats, but not too far from ringside seats. And Tupac was there. Tupac was at the fight. The reason why I know Tupac was at the fight because I seen him, and once the fight was over, I approached him, shook his hand. What's up, man? He shook his hand. I'm so excited, man. That's my artist. That's one of my favorite artists that I listened to coming up in that '90s era, and it was amazing. I met Tupac, walked down the corridor, whatever you want to call it, and then we went through the corridor. American Journal interviewed him, asked him about the fight. I'm right there beside him. I'm in a suit. At the time, I had a bald head, and I'm right beside him. This amazing watching everything just transpire. I was in disbelief, but in belief at the same time. And moments later, he was shot. He was shot in Vegas, and then several days later, he ended up becoming deceased. Rest in peace and soul. I took a liking to Tupac before he had died, inspired by his music, how he pronounces words, how he just captured the crowd, how he just did his thing as a human being. You know, he put his faults to the front line. You know, he never proclaimed to be perfect, and he never proclaimed to be something that he wasn't. You know, all that hostility that he had doing music or on camera, off camera, that's just a part of life. You know, people go through things, and I understand that. And yeah, Tupac inspired me. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time. And yeah, he made me who I am now, to be consistent in doing music and speaking from the heart. You know, speaking from the heart, speaking from my life, my lifestyle that I actually live. He embedded that in me and made me more of an artist than I am. You know, it took time, but he made me the person that I am now. Being consistent and also just being realistic with the music, being realistic with the fans, being realistic with self, not trying to have this false pretense of being something that you're not. Understand what I'm saying? So it's a blessing. So definitely a blessing. Blessing just to be in his presence at the time, and not knowing that was his last interview, not knowing that I will be in his proximity on his last interview, which makes me to push more further, much more powerful, be more consistent. Even if I'm taking some time off, just be more consistent, writing and doing music, and doing things that you love to do, and actually giving out a message and trying to change things if you can, inspire the next person to become a better person, or be able to recognize themselves for who they are. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. They probably know, like, oh, that's that guy in the suit. I knew I recognized the guy from somewhere. Yeah, I was I'm come up from the '90s, man. Like, real talk. I've been around. I have a real long story. I can't fit my story in one clip, one video. I have to continuously break these things up and just talk about a piece at a time. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy just throwing my life all in one segment or trying to put it all in one container. It's not gonna work like that. I'm a segment. I'm a series. I'm more than one episode. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a piece of a puzzle to the next puzzle to the next puzzle. You learn more about who I am as a person, where I come from, what's really going on in my life. This is where it all started from and inspired me to do music. Tupac Shakur, may he rest in peace. Thank you very much. I'm glad to have met him, and yeah, that's that. The funny thing is that when I went to prison in '97, Petersburg, I was sentenced to like 9 years. So when I went to prison, I'm in a unit. You know, a lot of the homies from DC, they're locked up in the same, you know, federal correction institution. So the homie coming to me one day was like, "Was you at the fight?" I'm like, "What fight?" He said, "That Mike Tyson fight." I said, "Yeah, I went to the fight." He said, "Hold up." So he left me. I was in my cell at the time. He left me, came back with a picture. He showed me a picture. Tupac is in the picture. I'm in the picture, going towards him, clear as day. He got his hands up like this, and I was like, "Whoa! Can I get that picture? Can I get a copy of that picture?" He said, I'm gonna ask him. He said he don't know. So he asked the homie. The homie said no. So I said, okay, cool. I was kind of salty, but at the same time, I was like, dang. Yeah, it's a picture floating around. And that's not really floating around. He has the picture. So it's a picture with Tupac with his hands up like this. It's one of the best pictures. With me coming towards him, as I said, I'm telling my story. So true, these are facts. And yeah, I'm in that picture clear as day. Wasn't no faraway picture. It was close up. You could see me for who I am. You see him for who he is. And yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. And like I said, Tupac inspired me to do the music. Taught me how to speak from the heart, from the gut, you know, and tell it like it is. You know, I ain't holding nothing back. And that's why I am now. I love music. I don't think I will ever stop. You know, I'm a little old head, but at the end of the day, I'm still young. I'm young. People think I'm young, but I'm really not. You know, I'm still young, but not as young as people think that I am. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, you know, to be inspired by a legend, by an artist who people always been looking up to. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what it is. Nigerian Coke met Tupac back in '96. Yeah, I've been around. I'm that guy. I really am. You know, been around. This is the start of the thing. This is where the music started. You know, it goes deeper than that. Got some stories for y'all. Got some things to tell y'all, but that's the part of it. And I will let you guys know that me and Tupac was in that last video that he ever made. No, not that he ever made. The last video that he made with American Journal. We did an interview with him right before he got shot. then you have it.